Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, and Amazing Spider-Man, issue number 32. I'm going to tell you 5 things about this book after we talk about who made it. So, we got Nick Spencer doing the writing, Patrick Gleason on art. What? We got Matthew Wilson doing the colors, and VC's Joe Caramagna on letters. Ryan Oatley and Nathan Fairbairn doing the main cover, and a couple people doing the variant covers. All right. Stan Lee created Spider-Man with art by Steve Ditko, and this issue is called Running Late. So, number 1 on this list. The elephant in the room, man, is freaking Patrick Gleason. He just comes in, he's like, "Rah, take my comic book art genius," and just, yeah, no, that beautiful, beautiful. Thank you, Mr. Gleason. Thank you very much. And DC's probably crying right now. I can't believe we lost somebody like Gleason. But you did. But you did. Anyway, let's talk about number 2 on this list. Spider-Man for a Year. Who am I talking about here? Well, what do you call it? Spider-Man 2099. I don't know what it was, but for some reason, maybe it's just my adult brain finally kicking in and trying to rectify stuff from when I was a kid, when I was like a 14-year-old. Spider-Man 2099 is awesome, but at some point, doesn't have to be, I don't know, a year later? It doesn't have to be the year 3000? I mean, like, the new Guardians of or the original Guardians of the Galaxy would show up and stuff like that. Like, how come it's always 2099? Did the sun stop moving? What's going on? Did the Earth stop its rotation? What the hell? Anyway, the idea is, like, they keep on going back to the 2099 Spider-Man. This is Spider-Man who shouldn't have any real skill. Just, his powers. Like, it's only 2099? What the hell, man? Hopefully they kind of address that, because that's the longest Marvel sliding timescale I've ever read. Let's talk about number 3 on this list, and that is the Infinity Formula makes a return. Now, I think that we know, because of the whole, Original Sin storyline, that, as it turns out, the Infinity Formula won't work forever. But, yeah, they've actually got Infinity Formula right now, and they're black market trading in it, and the foreigners involved in it, and, like, that's kind of cool. Let's bring this right into number 4, because I am excited that the Foreigner is actually in this. I actually just used the Foreigner in one of my online games recently, Season 3 of my Marvel Superheroes role-playing game, the Face Rip game, and I had the Foreigner as one of the bad guys in it. I'm saying this now, even though I don't think I revealed that that was the character that was used. The heroes just met him. It's like, holy crap, who is this guy? Surprise, it's the Foreigner. He'll get revealed later. But for now, wow, I love this character, and it's cool to see him, like, literally rolling up his sleeves and getting into the mix. That was awesome. Spencer has a great way of just bringing up older characters and saying, hey, check this out. I like that. And like, actually making them useful. Let's talk about number 5 on this list. Well, I was actually talking about the 2099 thing, right? Listen, this is going to be the start. The 2099 is in trouble. I think it all, for the most part, begins here. I think there was another issue that actually stated, oh, it all begins here. No, this is the first one that actually starts to explain it here. So I'm going to count this as number 1. I don't know if this storyline is going to be any good. I presume it will be. I genuinely like, at least generally like, Nick Spencer's work. A little problem with this, I always say this, a little problem with the ending for Secret Empire, but I think it's just because there was supposed to be some fallout. He didn't really do the fallout the way that he expected to, because he just got tired of all the fan bellowing. It was a bad time for comic books, man, and we're still recovering. You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking about, like, fan reaction, if you could even call Comics Gators fans. Nonetheless, this is the beginning to a new miniature event that is going to have, I think, 4, technically 5, with the Omega 2099 characters focused on in the comics. This is cool. I'm looking forward to seeing what's going to happen with this, as long as it doesn't get out of control. Like, just keep it contained to a couple of comic books, including this Amazing Spider-Man run, and I think that everybody's going to have some fun with it. Marvel doesn't have to keep on doing, the next huge event. F your huge event, okay? We were promised smaller events. This is just one of them. Cool. I'm looking forward to seeing what happens with this, and hopefully it's something that leads to some more stories in the future. Knowing Nick Spencer and the idea that he makes build up that are 2 years in the making, yeah, I think that we're going to see exactly that. Anyway, guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.